Up and down, but what really matters is, are we making and delivering great products? The Tesla products are outstanding. Last year, the Tesla Model Y was the best-selling car of any kind in the world. So it was about 1.2 million units. It was the best-selling car despite being, I think, around 50% more expensive than the next best-selling vehicle of any kind, not just electric. So I think that's a testament to the incredible work of the Tesla team. Yeah. And we launched the Cybertruck. Obviously, that's being very well received. We have, I think, over 1 million orders for the Cybertruck. It's a really special product. I think the Cybertruck is one of those products that comes along really once in several years, maybe once a decade. A Cybertruck is a once-a-decade product. It is so special, and I think it's our best product.
Elon Musk just dropped a bombshell. Now, if you thought that the Cybertruck has lost all the excitement it had during its unveiling, think again, because Musk has some pretty groundbreaking news. And who knows, it may not just be the Cybertruck we see, but we could see flying cars too.
Elon Musk teasing details about a possible flying car in the works at Tesla in combination with SpaceX, his other company. In a new interview with former CNN anchor Don Lemon, Musk telling Lemon a new model of the Roadster will be a collaboration between Tesla and SpaceX, and we can expect, quote, some rocket stuff there. The interview went up this morning on Don Lemon's personal page after Musk revealed he will not proceed with a content partnership with Lemon that included posting 3 30-minute episodes a week led by the journalist here. Also noteworthy because the Roadster is such a small percent of the potential sales for Tesla. He also made comments about the Cybertruck, talking about 1 million reservations. Also said that this might be the most influential vehicle that we see in a 10-year time span. And so ultimately, that tells you exactly how much they're going to continue to lean into this Cybertruck. And it's right to do so. It's just a matter of at what pricing, too, because that's going to be critical for a market where we've already seen Ford lead in pickup trucks for decades at this point. So the truck space is right for Tesla to get into, just at a matter of what pricing and if they can deliver upon some of the lofty expectations they put out there.
Yeah, exactly. And he also went on to say he called it the best product that they have, a special product. Like you said, it only comes out once a decade. There have been so much interest in the Cybertruck, exactly the orders that you just mentioned, 1 million orders there for the Cybertruck. What exactly that translates into actual purchases, and then also beyond the initial excitement, because so many people have been waiting so long on the Cybertruck, whether or not sales hold up and are also able to build then in the coming years. That's a huge question for investors. And then the Roadster, nothing too different than what he has said over the last several weeks, but he does an excellent job in selling and getting people very excited for the new products. Case in point, when it comes to Cybertruck, by the time it actually debuted, so many people have been talking about it, it felt like forever.
Tesla has had a pretty bad start to the year, losing more than a third of its value, and the stock's down 34.2% this year, making Tesla the worst performer on the S&P 500, with shares also down 60.5% below their late 2021 all-time high. However, we think that there are some things that can shake up Tesla, and one of those being the Cybertruck. Tesla is synonymous with innovation and luxurious electric vehicles, and the Cybertruck may have taken that a step further, offering the eco-friendly cred of an electric engine with the functionality of a heavy-duty truck. Tesla may not be at its proper valuation right now. However, we think that vehicles like the Cybertruck and Roadster are going to bring the change that everyone wants to see in Tesla. Why? Well, this next clip you're about to watch will reveal everything you need to know.
Posting up a storm, as you always do in the past couple weeks, about the redesign of the Tesla Roadster coming at the end of this year. Are there any kind of updates that you can talk about to expect from your flagship EV? I mean, Tesla stock is down in the last 6 months. What's next for the company?
You know, the stocks go up and down, but what really matters is, are we making and delivering great products? The Tesla products are outstanding. Last year, the Tesla Model Y was the best-selling car of any kind in the world. So it was about 1.2 million units. It was the best-selling car despite being, I think, around 50% more expensive than the next best-selling vehicle of any kind, not just electric. So I think that's a testament to the incredible work of the Tesla team. Yeah. And we launched the Cybertruck. Obviously, that's being very well received. We have, I think, over 1 million orders for the Cybertruck. It's a really special product. That is, I think the Cybertruck is one of those products that comes along really once in several years, maybe once a decade. A Cybertruck is a once a decade product. It is so special, and I think it's our best product.
But everyone improves over time. I mean, Apple, I thought my phone was here, but Apple, the phone got better over time. I'm sure your cars will get better over time. You have been tweeting about the updates in the Roadster. Is there something that we should expect?
Sure. You did mention the Roadster. So, look, I don't want to give away, much more than what I've said publicly, except that the Roadster will be a collaboration between SpaceX and Tesla. So, you can expect some rockety stuff there.
A flying car?
Maybe. It's not out of the question.
Go on.
No, I gotta reserve the cool stuff for the when we actually unveil it. But it's gonna be really cool. It's gonna have some rocket technology in it. I think the only way to do something that's cooler than the Cybertruck is to combine the SpaceX and Tesla technology to create something that's not even really a car.
Then what would it be?
Something that's never existed before.
I'm getting Jetsons vibes.
Totally Jetsons vibes. The audience may not be aware, like, some things that I have said publicly is that it'll do 0 to 60 in under 1 second. So that's by far faster than any sports car that exists. And that's not even the most exciting thing about it.
Does it have wings?
No, it does not have big wings, because big wings would be unwieldy on the road.
Does it have propellers?
It does not have propellers.
Okay. It has wheels.
It does have wheels.
Okay.
Roadster 20 questions.
Does it have a steering wheel?
Not exactly.
What is it?
It'll have a drive-by-wire yoke, essentially, kind of like the way aircraft or modern jets are controlled.
And do you think it's the way of the future that everyone will follow your lead on this?
I don't think anyone will ever make anything like the Roadster that we're going to make.
The Cybertruck's got everyone buzzing. It's an electric truck with the "hey, look at me" factor turned all the way up to 11. But beyond just the coolness and celebrity sightings, can this stainless steel beast actually be a game changer for Tesla's valuation? Let's unpack the potential impact, because it's $1 million question. Hey guys, welcome back to Tesla Tomorrow. On the positive side, the Cybertruck taps into a whole new market for Tesla, and we're talking about people who love trucks but also want to ditch their gas-powered cars. This could be a big boost for Tesla shares, and who knows, the Cybertruck may become the next must-have electric truck, one that would help Tesla to see a huge jump in its revenue. Plus, there's the brand recognition thing. The Cybertruck's wild design has got people talking, and all that buzz keeps Tesla in the spotlight. It's like free advertising, and everyone's wondering what Musk is going to come up with next. This kind of hype can definitely influence investors, potentially driving up Tesla's stock. So how will this happen? Let's find out. But before we do, if you're liking this type of content, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on post notifications to keep up to date on everything going on with Tesla. The Cybertruck is nothing like anything else. Forget sleek curves and shiny chrome, this one is all sharp edges, flat panels, and an exoskeleton that's unique. There's a certain cool factor associated with the truck. First up, it's the ride of choice for tech titans and A-listers. Celebrities like Serena Williams and Alexis Ohanian are cruising around Miami, or Jay Leno, giving it a spin and raving about its speed. When you see someone behind the wheel of this truck, you know they're not afraid to be different and push boundaries. This is like a badge of belonging to a club of early adopters, tech enthusiasts, and those who appreciate a bold design.
I'm in what they call the front trunk of a Tesla Cybertruck. I met with a San Diego man who owns it. He's one of the select few, and it really draws a crowd.
In America's finest city, where unique rides are a dime a dozen,
it's the raddest thing out there.
Alex Shamanyan stands out with his Tesla Cybertruck.
Best reaction I received was, did you build this yourself? Did you get it shipped from outer space? Is it a space vehicle?
Cruising through the streets, his futuristic vehicle has become an instant head turner,
Holy smokes.
Can I take a picture of that?
drawing admiration and curiosity from onlookers wherever it goes.
This is one of the most beautiful, eye-catching things I've ever seen.
I've never seen something like
Yeah,
this.
exactly. Seeing it in person for the first time is, I've not felt like a rush like this in a little bit of time. It's pretty unbelievable.
More of these Cybertrucks are being spotted in Southern California, but they're still hard to get. Thousands are on a wait list. Alex just got his 2 weeks ago after placing an order online 4 years ago without test driving it, since Tesla does not have a dealership.
It was a total shot in the dark, sight unseen.
The fully electric vehicle cost him around $100,000, and he didn't drive it for the first time until he picked it up.
I actually shed a tear when I picked it up. It made me cry.
He let me ride along and showed me how quickly it picks up speed.
Are you ready?
I'm ready. Whoa, no, And then I gave it a try. He let me drive behind the wheel. Let's give it a go. While the Cybertruck gets some mixed reviews,
It doesn't look like a car, honestly.
Or a truck.
Yeah.
It's kind of the stupidest thing I've ever seen in my life. Car, it looks like something a 5-year-old should play with.
Yeah, it's like a bunch of shapes. Like if you tried to draw a car but like weren't good at drawing.
But my husband loves the Cybertruck, and he's going to be so jealous that we saw it in person while he was at home.
Alex is proud to lead the charge in a San Diego electric revolution.
The Cybertruck might not be for everyone. It's definitely not the most practical choice for driving, and its unconventional design might not appeal to everyone. But that's the point Tesla is trying to make. It's not about fitting in, it's about standing out. It's for those who want to head right into the future, with a head-turning ride reflecting their own personality. So the next time you see a Cybertruck cruising around, don't be surprised if it's piloted by a celebrity or just someone who wants to make a statement. The Cybertruck is more than just a truck. It's a symbol of innovation, individuality, and the electric future that's fast approaching. So where does this leave Tesla stock? Let's dive deeper. Tesla's stock has been on a roller coaster since its IPO in 2010, reaching several highs and lows along the way. The company has faced many challenges and uncertainties, all of which have had some sort of effect on its stock price. In 2021, Tesla's stock price reached an all-time high after the company reported better than expected third-quarter earnings and revenue. At the time, the automaker benefited from strong demand for its Model 3 and Y vehicles in China and Europe, as well as its expansion into new markets like India, and this helped to significantly boost up its stock price. However, since then, Tesla's stock price has never reached that level again, and has fluctuated between $230 and $260 per share. While several enthusiasts have predicted that Tesla's stock price will soon hit $300 per share, that actually remains to be seen.
Well, we are watching shares of Hertz closely this morning after news that its CEO will resign after a failed attempt into EVs. That stock up about 1% right now. This follows an announcement back in January where the car retail company said it would sell 1/3 of its fleet on low demand and increasing costs. All of this, of course, coming against the backdrop of EV adoption rates slowing, although there is still growth, and Western EV makers facing increasing competition from Chinese players. Let's bring in Greg Migliori, Autoblog editor-in-chief, to discuss more. Greg, good to talk to you today. You know, there's been so much news here within the EV space that seems to point to a bit of a doom and gloom. Adoption rates aren't as rapid as they were several years ago. We were just talking about Fisker the other day and how they are pausing production because of a cash crunch. What's the overall trend point to?
So right now, I think we're in a state of where it's like the late stage early adopters. So a lot of the folks who were really interested in EVs, they already have them. So now you're at that point where you're somewhere in that delta between, hey, when's the mainstream general public going to really get and understand and use EVs? And all the people who essentially were really the first ones to get it, they already have them. So that's a challenging spot to be. And of course, infrastructure remains a great challenge. Just the news you were talking about with Shell and of course with BP, that's going to help dramatically, because one of the biggest challenges EV owners and users face is it's a bit of a different experience simply to power up your car. You have to seek out the charger. You have to make sure the charger might be working. If it doesn't work, you have to go someplace else. All of that adds complexity to what is already a technology that is a little bit different for a lot of folks.
Greg, what we have learned over the course of the last 6 months even is that you got big players like a GM or a Ford that can afford to be able to pull different levers. GM getting into more hybrids as a result of what they're seeing in the market. And then you've got the upstarts like a Fisker, like a Rivian, like a Lucid, who don't have that kind of flexibility. So if we're talking about a bit of a lull until the next wave begins, where does that leave those upstarts?
So the upstarts historically have always been in kind of a dangerous position. I almost hate to say that, but you see that where they don't have as much of a room of a margin for error. Fisker is talking about partnering with Nissan. We've heard some news in the last couple of weeks that Fisker's finances perhaps aren't where they need to be. And upstarts always face those challenges. Rivian is a great example of revealing a couple of really interesting new products in the last couple of weeks, the R2 and the R3. They're going to be more affordable. They're amazing, looking as far as designs. Really, I think something that could give consumers something to think about. They also mentioned, hey, they're not going to build these at a factory in Georgia. They're going to consolidate their manufacturing operations in Illinois. That's good business sense, but it also is a situation where the company is being mindful that having multiple factories, having these large footprints might be a bit too ambitious.
Tesla's success is tied to innovation in the EV and renewable energy sectors. Therefore, announcement of new products, technological advancements, or expansion into new markets can have positive impacts on stock price. As the global shift towards EVs continues, Tesla stands to benefit greatly from the growing market, and this could lead to increased demand for Tesla products and potentially drive up the stock price. Carl Brauer, an executive analyst for IC Cars, once said that if Tesla can redefine what a pickup truck can look like and who it appeals to, then it's going to be huge for the market. The analyst noted that for years, this lucrative market is plagued by strict rules for design, capability, and features to placate an extremely loyal buyer base, and only a disruptor like Tesla can change that playbook. Bauer went further to say that this is going to be an extremely disruptive moment for what is normally a very stable and conservative segment for the auto market. And he even added that it is going to be Tesla's take on the pickup truck, and competitors should be wary of that. We think this is already happening with the Cybertruck. Think of all the influential people who drive the truck just to be seen. The Cybertruck benefits from Tesla's leadership in battery tech, software, and autonomous driving. And according to Tesla, the truck's going to have access to Supercharger, which is a network of over 25,000 stations worldwide, each charging up to 250 kilowatts. The Cybertruck will also have Tesla's autopilot system and be compatible with FSD, meaning that it can drive itself in most situations.
Pickup truck buyers tend to be pretty conservative in what they like. It needs to look like a pickup truck, all that kind of thing. And this doesn't look anything like a pickup truck, but it immediately makes pickup trucks look old-fashioned.
Well, I think there's a preconceived notion of what a pickup truck should be. And I think that's something that we said, if we're going to go bold, we need to do something that breaks that norm. Yeah, so back here we have the vault.
Okay.
Touch of a button. Just opens right up like magic.
That's very cool. And a good-sized bed, yeah.
If you want to mount like a missile launcher or something, you can do that.
Yeah, and closes them. And how strong is that?
You can walk on this thing.
You can walk on it?
Yeah. It's very strong. It's like, so if you've got some valuable cargo in the back, this will protect your cargo and secure it against being stolen. So it's pretty stout.
The electric vehicle market is more compelling than ever and more competitive than ever too, with traditional automakers entering the space. So in order for Tesla to continue staying above every other company, there's a need to maintain its market share and competitive edge, and investors need to see this happening. The truth is, perception of investors, media coverage, and speculative trading are all things that contribute to short-term price fluctuations, and the behavior of institutional investors such as mutual funds and hedge managers, and hedge funds too, can also significantly influence stock prices. Therefore, Tesla's ability to meet production targets, expand its production line, and efficiently manage its supply chain are all going to be critical to reaching all-time highs for its stock price, as any issues in execution can affect performance. it's important to note that stock prices are influenced by a combination of factors, and predicting stock market movements accurately can be challenging, so analysts often rely on a thorough evaluation of the company's fundamentals, industry trends, and broader economic conditions in order to understand the stock price changes. As a Tesla investor, you need to be prepared for this, and know that short-term fluctuations don't necessarily reflect the long-term prospects of Tesla as a company. Already, Tesla's stock price is known for its high volatility and unpredictability, which makes it difficult to forecast. However, one thing is clear: Tesla's stock price will keep attracting a lot of attention and interest from investors, analysts, and media, and even consumers, all alike, particularly with a product like Cybertruck. But there's a flip side to the coin. The Cybertruck's unconventional design might not be for everyone. Not everyone's going to be comfortable in a car that looks like it belongs on Mars, so the sales boom might not be as big as some analysts predicted. There's also the production uncertainties. Tesla is known for its ambitious timelines, and sometimes these get a bit overblown, so if the Cybertruck gets stuck in production, well, that could be an end to the initial excitement. On a good day, investors don't like delays, so any delay to production could put a dampener on Tesla's valuation. But if Tesla does meet the demand for this truck, then it has the potential to be a goldmine, and if Tesla can deliver on those promises, which is a truck that's both futuristic and functional, with production that runs smoothly, then Cybertruck could be a major contributor to Tesla's financial future. And let's not forget, there could be a flying car somewhere in the works. But what do you think? Could the Cybertruck bring Tesla out of the trenches of volatility? Let us know down below, and if you want to know more about what Tesla's been up to over the last few days, go ahead and click on this next video on your screen. See you there.